Hi guys, this is Artsify and welcome to another tutorial. Now before I start quickly, I want to give a massive shout out to Who's Samo. He's amazing, he's such good help. He's just an awesome guy. He's a graphic designer who I've been doing, he's basically been doing my backgrounds for me. Well, he's designing one for me right now while I record this, so I should probably have a new background by the time this video goes up. But yeah, he's such a cool guy. He's an amazing graphic designer, so be sure to go check out his channel. There'll be a link in the description. It's actually, let me just check what it is. I've forgotten already. This is it here. It's Who's Samu, but the A in Samu is an X. Go check out his channel. He definitely deserves a lot more recognition. Now let's just get into this tutorial here. The effect we're going to be creating is a pretty cool one. It's someone on my second tutorial on the ring scope tutorial asked me on how to do cloning, like seen in Baker's skate edit. And I tried to recreate the effect. It's not perfect, but obviously it's Baker. You can't really recreate Baker's effects unless he does a tutorial on them. But this is what I've created from it. As you see, as it scrolls through here, that he clones, then they fade out. I just play this through. You'll see what happens. Boom, boom, boom. Now I think it looks pretty cool. It's really nice to have this in a cinematic. Now obviously you don't have to fade them out. I thought it'd be cool to have them fade out after a while. Yeah, you can kind of see them all there, all there, each of their own one. It's quite easy to do. It's a little time consuming, but I'm just gonna kind of get right into it and show you how we do it. So I'm just going to make a new composition here. Actually, I've got my cinematic here that I've got with the player running. I'm gonna drag this into a composition. We're gonna call this cloning. Now I've seen this being called the shadow effect before, because obviously he's leaving a shadow behind. But you can call it whatever you want. I just call it a clone effect. So basically what you want to do is you want to go through the cinematic to where you want the first one to appear. So I want roughly here. I'm going to press I'm going to press Command D to duplicate it. Then I'm going to press Shift Command D to split the layer. And I'm just going to delete it, the previous one. So now we've got a layer that starts there. We're now going to right click it, go to Time, Freeze Frame. So now as you run through it, it freezes on there. And we don't want it to just freeze, and then we need the other guy to run through. But what we're going to do quickly, we're just going to call this layer 1, and just call this Cine. We're going to duplicate this, and no, we're not, sorry. We're going to hide that one, go to where we next want the freeze to be, so roughly there, I believe. Yeah, here will do. We're going to hit duplicate again. We're going to this time hit Alt, open square bracket, and that will just do it a lot easier. It will split the layer a lot easier instead of having to do both things like Shift Command D then delete. You can just hold Alt and open square bracket, and it will just chop it off for you. And then again do the same thing. Right click, Time, Freeze Frame, and we're going to call this number 2. I'm so immature. Number 2. Lol. And then I'm going to go to roughly, is that alright? Gap, yep, it should do. We're going to do the same thing. Command D, duplicate, Alt, open square bracket, drag it up to the top, call it 3, right click, Time, enable timing map, whoops, not that one, sorry, and then freeze frame. There we go. Okay, so now, if I show you, one freezes there, then freezes there, then freezes there. Now, the guy in the background isn't carrying running for starters, and there's only one of them showing up at a time. So let's deal with that now. Now the key to this, the whole effect revolves around masking. Now I did talk about masking in my last tutorial. This goes a bit more, you need to do a bit more masking in this tutorial. So basically you just want to mask around your guy here. It doesn't really have to be that exact because you are going to feather it a little bit. But and obviously I'm doing this because it does take a bit of time to do this. I'm kind of rushing it, not doing it super exact. But it is hard to do it exact on a clip like this because obviously the more you zoom in the more pixelated the image goes. So it's hard to tell what's going on. Now the shadows particularly on this cinematic can be a pain to do because he's obviously running quite fast. so the shadows do look a bit dodgy. So I'm not actually going to go around the shadows at all. So we'll go with master guy here. We're going to hit M and then M again. So now we bring up all the mask tools. We're going to bring the feather up to roughly 2, and then that should work. And if we go to the next, so as you can see, boom, he carries and running. So let's zoom out a bit, and you can see. And now we've got another person there, which is pretty cool. And then actually, as you can see, it freezes and the shadow carries on. Now you can actually do an individual mask for the shadow if you want, so I'm going to just go and do that now. Gonna hit the pen tool, and we're just going to mask around what looks like the shadow roughly. I'm not even sure if this is the shadow, but I think this is the majority of the shadow. Do that again, do the same thing, add a feather of roughly 2. So now hopefully if we just zoom out a bit, oh yeah, bring all that down, zoom out, you'll see that the shadow still stays there, which is pretty cool. And the guy carries on running. And plus, it looks quite good as well. Now, there isn't actually a way to make the guy freeze behind, because you would have to mask the actual guy running for the entire duration of him being in front of the gun. I know it sounds a bit confusing, but basically that's how you would do it. Okay, so then you want to go to this one, the next one along, do the same thing. Now I do apologize if you can hear some like noises in the background. We're getting some like the door handles and pictures put up downstairs, so there is a bit of like hammering and like drilling and stuff going on. Okay, so again, just the same thing. We're just going around masking our guy here. Again, doesn't have to be too special because this cinematic individually does go by quite fast. That cuts off half his face. Don't want to do that. So yeah, we're doing this. And also last night, while I do this, I hit 150 subscribers. So thank you a lot for that, guys. It means a lot. Like I think I had 4 days ago, I had no partnership and 109 inactive subscribers, and now I'm like being boosted up so much. Like it really means a lot. So thanks, guys. And like my videos get like loads of views, and like they get really good feedback and everything. So like thank you so much, because I really do appreciate it. Because I'm doing these tutorials for you guys, so, and I think you're enjoying them. And yeah, so like someone asked me to do this tutorial, so I thought I'd have a go at doing it. So here goes. I can't just go through finding effects for you guys to show, because I like doing different tutorials that not many people do. So if you have seen any effects that you want to know, just tell me in the comments section. That's what it's for. Yeah, tell me what to do. So I'm just going to zoom out a bit here, and like so, now I've got 1, 2, and see, it looks pretty good. So then last one's here. So we're going to do the last one here. Now obviously the shadow is going to be a bit tougher on this one because it's actually right out in the open. There's no like none of this darker shadow here in the way. Yeah, so it's going to go through like this. But as you can see, it is kind of quite not time consuming, but lengthy process of, you know, it's like the more shadows you have, obviously the the longer it will take, but like it is a nice effect in the end. So if you really want to make your edits look good, you will be spending time on them. So this is kind of what you've got to do. And also there is an easy way of doing this. I've seen some people in Sony Vegas do it by like a different way, where you literally save the image, then just bring the opacity down on that image, and it looks good, but you can't really animate it much like I did in the example. And I prefer this way just because it looks cleaner, it looks a lot nicer, and it's got a lot more freedom to edit like how it looks. So there are other ways of doing this, but this is like my way. Okay, there we go. Just gonna bring that around a bit. you can kind of obviously edit each point of the mask. And again, bring the feather up to 2. So now we zoom out fully, you can see where have I got it? And actually I haven't done the shadow yet, have I? Yeah, the shadow goes and running. Looks pretty cool though. Alright, let's just do the shadow quickly. Zoom in. Now, the shadow on like a shadow like this isn't going to be that hard to do because you just don't really need to be that exact with it. And like so, there we go. And that'll do for now, I think. Bring the feather up to 2. I like doing 2 just because it's kind of a clean look and then not too over feathered. And now, as you can see, the shadow stays there. Boom, 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 boom. There you go, guys. Right now, one thing I did in the testing was I actually faded them out after a short time. So to do that, you want to go to the first frame, hit T on your keyboard, hit the stopwatch for opacity. You want to then hold down Shift Command and the right arrow key, or Shift Command or Shift Control right arrow key to go forward 10 frames. Now you want to go back, hold the Command or Control button and go back 1, 2, 3. So you've gone forward 7 frames. Hit the opacity button and add another keyframe. Now go forward 10 frames. So like that, and then go forward another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you've basically gone forward 15 frames from this mark. And you want to bring the opacity down to 0. And you can delete this frame here, this first one. So now what happens is he stays there for a certain amount of time and then he starts fading out after a bit. Now you can then literally duplicate these. Go forward your 7 frames. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Copy those keyframes, paste them in there. If you hit U now, you'll see that they're there. So this guy fades out. And then do the same here. So go forward 7 frames, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Paste that in. And see they all fade out now. And there's a dodgy frame at the end of the cinematic, which is kind of annoying. Right, so now, if we watch this, like so, the guy appears and it all fades out, and it's pretty cool. And obviously you can make these frames last longer, whoops, by just selecting those and just dragging them out. Like so, and now they're obviously there for a lot longer. You can obviously change the length of the way they're appearing, but all in all it's quite a nice effect, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Be sure to go check out Sammy's channel, again link in the description. Let's try and get maybe 10 likes. I know we've been getting roughly around 10 likes on these tutorials, and I've been coming out with them daily for you. Like I uploaded one on Tuesday, uploaded one yesterday, and uploaded one today, and I'll probably upload one tomorrow as well. So I've got kind of like 4 tutorials in a week for you, which is pretty cool. Yeah, leave a comment, favourite it if you enjoyed it, be sure to tell your friends about me, and I shall see you guys in the next video.